The Zodiac Killer, America's elusive boogeyman. In the annals of American true crime, few cases are as chilling or as enduring as that of the Zodiac Killer. Active during the late 1960s and early 1970s in Northern California, the Zodiac Killer not only left behind a string of gruesome murders, but also taunted law enforcement and the public with cryptic letters, ciphers, and phone calls. More than 5 decades later, the case remains officially unsolved, and the killer's identity continues to be a subject of speculation, fear, and morbid fascination. The Zodiac Killer's confirmed killing spree began on December 20th, 1968, when high school students Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday were shot and killed on a remote lover's lane near Vallejo, California. Just over 6 months later, on July 4th, 1969, Darlene Ferrin and Michael Magoo were attacked in a parked car in a similar location. Magoo survived, offering police one of the few first-hand accounts of the killer. These weren't random acts of violence. The killer would soon make sure the world knew there was a pattern and a purpose behind the bloodshed. On August 1st, 1969, 3 nearly identical letters were sent to the San Francisco Chronicle, the San Francisco Examiner, and the Vallejo Times Herald. Each contained a piece of complex cipher and a demand that the papers publish them or risk further violence. The killer signed the letters with a symbol that would become infamous, a circle with a cross through it, resembling a gun sight. In one chilling line, he wrote, "I like killing people because it is so much fun." The Zodiac's communications were laced with arrogance, cryptic clues, and coded messages. Some of the ciphers remain unsolved to this day. One of the most famous, known as the Z340 cipher, went unsolved for 51 years until it was finally cracked by a team of codebreakers in 2020. Even then, it provided no solid leads to the killer's identity. The Zodiac claimed to have killed 37 people, but investigators have only officially linked him to 5 murders and 2 attempted murders. Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday, December 1968. Darlene Ferrin and Michael Magoo, July 1969. Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard, September 1969. Attacked at Lake Berryessa. Hartnell survived. Paul Stine, a San Francisco cab driver, October 1969. Shot, execution style. Paul Stine's murder was particularly bold, taking place in an urban setting, with the killer even reportedly spotted by police shortly after the shooting. The Zodiac later sent a piece of Stine's bloody shirt to prove he was the killer. Despite extensive efforts by local police departments and the FBI, the Zodiac always seemed one step ahead. His mocking tone and threats, such as promises to shoot out school bus tires and pick off the kiddies, paralyzed communities and left authorities scrambling. Over the years, hundreds of suspects have been investigated. Among the most discussed is Arthur Lee Allen, a convicted child molester who was heavily scrutinized but never conclusively linked to the crimes. He died in 1992, still under a cloud of suspicion. Online sleuths and amateur codebreakers have kept the case alive, leading to countless theories, books, and films, including the critically acclaimed 2007 movie Zodiac, directed by David Fincher. But why did the Zodiac stop? Did he die? Go to jail under a different name? Or did he simply grow tired of the game? Despite new DNA technologies and a recent surge of interest from cold case units and amateur sleuths alike, the true identity of the Zodiac Killer remains unknown. His haunting presence, chilling ciphers, and brazen communication with the media created a blueprint for terror that few criminals have matched. As of today, the Zodiac case is still open with the San Francisco Police Department and continues to be one of the most infamous, unsolved serial murder cases in American history. Stick around for more. It's KeysDAN, RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com. Peace. I'm out of here.